Nothing new, but all I request is that when your friends ask you, hey, what happened to that stock market thing? Please just tell them that you're simply using it as a casino. Don't tell them that you were like actually trying to be serious about it. Let's get to this. I really hope this goes without saying and you get the point of this and what's so wrong about it. But again, I do also want to offer it as yet another data point. And at this point, I don't know how many videos we have, but hundreds, easily over 100, hundreds of data points of these are the people that you're competing against. So if you actually make the decision to get serious, if you actually make the decision to take control of your trading and really figure out a strategy that's going to work, figure out how to bring clarification to what you're trying to accomplish, then, these are the people you're going up against. And I realize it sounds kind of bad, but it's almost like stealing candy from a baby when you know that there's people like this running around in the markets. And once again, because of the long-lasting history of the Clay Trader Mel segment, you can go through hundreds of videos and see that it's not like I'm nitpicking this little needle out of a haystack. No, these people are all over the place. And I also want to offer this up as reassurance. Maybe you're looking at that number of, I see 90% of people fail. 90%. I don't know if listen, I'm not going to make a guarantee that you are going to make it, but what I am going to guarantee is that if you're not treating the market like this person or the hundreds of others people that we've seen on the Clay Trader Mel segment, then you have a much, much, much better chance of making it if you're not conducting yourself in this way. Now, don't get me wrong. I will say this way is pretty extreme. So don't think, oh, well, geez, good. I'm not treating that. Therefore, I'm going to have success. The bar is being set very low here. But definitely, if you're treating the market in this way or using this some sort of justification, yeah, you're going to easily, and I have no problem guaranteeing, you're going to end up in the 90%. So just keep that in mind. And you don't want to go into things with this sort of mentality. But if you do, all I ask, like I said at the beginning, is when you blow up your account and you lose your money, just tell people I was using the market as a casino, because it really drives me and other traders really just, when you tell people you trade the markets and they're like, oh, that's kind of like gambling. Where did that thought come from? Probably because they experienced somebody like this that was just like, oh yeah, I did market, or, I tried the stock market, but it's totally random. It's all manipulated. It's all rigged against the small guy. Nobody can get ahead. It's all rigged. It's all Wall Street. Wall Street is rigged against. No, it's none of that, buddy. It is because how you were conducting yourself here. So let's get to it. A little context. This person was acting in a very, very bad way, and I gave them some feedback, and then this is what they replied back to me. I'm appreciative of this video. I'm going to continue to trade on Robinhood, but now I have something to keep in mind. Haha, a train is coming my way, but I'm going to keep walking right towards it. That's what you just said. Zach replies back, life's all about risks, brother. If Jesse James never walked towards a moving train, we never have Westerns. Let me translate this all for you. I don't want to get serious. I'm having too much fun with Robinhood. Now, this is nothing against Robinhood. All I'm saying is the way in which they were using Robinhood is not designed how Robinhood should be used, and it was literally an oncoming train, and it's going to roll them right over. And that's where like, oh wow, thank you for this video. I'm appreciative of it, but I'm going to just keep using Robinhood anyways. Okay, well then you just keep walking towards that train, because there is zero doubt in my mind. I'm making the guarantee that the way he is using Robinhood is not going to be a way that long-term is going to work out. I'm not denying the fact that, yeah, he can't get a little wins there or there or there, but eventually it's going to catch up to him in a big way, and it's going to be game over. But do you see well, hey, life's all about risks. That is true. But as soon as you identify a risk, you need to you need to start to act on that risk. And in this case, avoid the risk. Example, if you're crossing the street and you see a car coming, in your mind is like, okay, there is a risk and you want to avoid that risk, because if you do not avoid that risk, not only will you not get to the other side of the street, you will probably die. So let's avoid that risk. In this situation, I pointed out a risk, and Zach's like, yeah, I see that car coming. Yep. Oh, well, life's all about risk. Let's go for it. Okay. Once you identify a risk, right, that makes sense. Life is filled with risks. As little kids, that's why we're taught, look both ways, right? Life's filled with risks. But that doesn't give you the excuse to go out there and act like a moron in regards to those risks unless you want to die, unless you want to get steamrolled by a truck. Then by that means, yeah, go ahead. But it's really silly when you put in that context, right? But that is what this person is doing. They're acknowledging the risks, but then they're just saying, yeah, but I'm still going to go do whatever. And then they give some analogy, which as a fan of analogies, good for them, but that doesn't excuse or justify the fact that they're literally acting like a moron. And these are the people that will blow up their accounts, and then they go and tell people just how much the markets are rigged and the little guy can't get ahead, and it's all Wall Street big money, and it's all the algorithms, and that's why they failed. No, you failed because you identified a risk. You were told about a risk. There is a car coming, but you just said, yeah, but life's full of risks, and you still went, and then you got steamrolled. But if you will tell people that, then by all means, go out there, and that's fine. Trade away, have fun. I'll enjoy taking your money when you're buying the tops and selling the bottoms. That's perfectly fine with me. But just don't tell people that you gave this an honest effort, because that's not true. And then it gives, us serious traders a bad name. And it's really annoying when people are like, oh, you trade the markets. Didn't you know that was gambling? I know Zach, he got steamrolled by a truck in the markets because, no, Zach, you get the idea. Just, can you tell how much it bothers me? I want people to succeed. I'm telling you, don't act in certain ways. And if you go out there and act in that way, you deserve to be steamrolled. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.